Yo guys, what is up? It's Teach here coming at you again with another video, and I am here right now to show you how to solo tame the Astrocetus, commonly called the space whale. Now this is an endgame tame before we even start this video, just letting you know this thing is not easy to tame. You have to knock it out with cannonballs, at least that's the OP method at this moment in time. And you kind of got to use some expensive stuff to tame it. Now, does it have its benefits? Of course it does. It's a monster. It's a freak show. But getting it is not easy. Of all of the Genesis tames, it is by far the hardest. You could get really lucky and find one at the edge of the cliff. I've had that happen once or twice. And shoot it in the head. It's a possibility that you can knock it out that way. However, it's very unlikely. Now, how do you really knock these things out? Let's go ahead and show you. But before that, if you don't mind liking and subscribing if you're enjoying the content, that'd be much appreciated. But let's get to the video now. So, first and foremost, you are going to need to, oh boy, get yourself a hover skiff. Now this guy, obviously be careful in space, otherwise what just happened to me might happen to you. This guy is very important to have because it's actually how you move around in this space zone. And you got to fill them with element in order to do that. It's actually a really awesome thing, in my opinion at least. So it'll hover and kind of like equalize itself in the air. Oh my goodness. Maybe not. There it goes. There we go. Took me a second there. So it'll kind of like hover itself in the sky, so you don't really need to worry about that. It just needs to equalize itself apparently sometimes. Now, it's easier to build in third person mode. I mean, not easier to build in third person, much easier in first. Now, what I do for this, in the beginning or the front side of my hover skiff, I place a foundation. Now the reason is, I have done this without a foundation. I have accidentally shot my hover skiff, and that's not good, obviously. So, that being said, you can't put anything away from the platform, but I usually do it about like this, give or take, and it's really not that difficult. Pretty easy, actually. So, you build yourself like a little platform that's raised just a touch. Now, I have 5 cannons. I set one in the middle, and it fits perfectly with 5, actually. One in the middle, and then on each side, you place another 2. Now, I personally don't care too much about how it looks as long as it functions. Does not matter to me. But you need as many as possible, because while it is at you or running at you, you kind of gotta, do what you can in order to smack the beast. Now, a couple of benefits about this method is you don't need teammates. However, I would really encourage you to use them because obviously if you have a dude on each of these cannons, taming this thing becomes a lot easier. You're going to want to preload all of your cannons, just like this, as you can see. And down this list, there's 3 and 4 and 5. Now, it is important to have them all on the same firing plane, so you can just walk up and tap E like that. The cannonballs actually get quite a bit of distance, so you don't really need to worry about that. But I don't really mess with the aiming options. If you want to aim up a little bit, you can, and that makes it a little bit easier because a lot of people undercompensate when it comes to cannons because they shoot a lot further than you think you do. Just to give you a show on it, there's your answer of how far they shoot. It's a long, long ways. So now, make sure your cannonballs are all in there. Now, we've got the total build ready to go. Now, all you got to do is the hard part. Find an Astrocetus, which seems to be, one of the most difficult parts of this entire process. And it's just, they're hovering. Oh, there's one. Perfect. So, they are very fast. They can blink out of view in a matter of seconds. However, when they're not blinking, they are incredibly slow creatures. Now, you just need to aim for the head. That's literally all you got to do. And we're going to go ahead and get nice and close to this guy. Now, the closer you get to them, the quicker they blink out of view. And that obviously is not a good thing if you're trying to tame them. So it's just a process of getting ahead of them. You could attack them if you wanted to. I personally choose not to. Oh my goodness, buddy, come on. There we go. Now, you can't attack them and try and get them like on a direct line of sight with you. However, I don't like to do that because if you do attack them, sometimes they blink out of range, and that obviously causes problems if you're trying to tame something. So, to each their own, I suppose. But if this one is giving us a bunch of trouble and doing his circles, which is incredibly frustrating, I'd like to mention, you can just attack them. That does work, so I might have to do that method. So, let's do that real quick. Alright, so I went ahead and got myself a crossbow, and I've also got some rare flowers to test that out with another one. Don't worry, I'll try and tame a couple for you guys, but you can see that as soon as I wasn't paying attention to this guy, he blinked out of existence, which is obviously incredibly frustrating, and not the greatest thing when you're trying to tame one of these suckers. Okay, so we want to get on a level plane with him-ish. We're going to go ahead and hop up at this moment in time, and shoot the little turd, and fire! Oh, I think he's too close to us. Got him, just kidding. So, even though he was right up on us, it worked just fine because his head is absolutely gigantic, which is quite convenient because, you know, having this thing nearby is useful. So, there's the Astrocetus, and not that difficult. I'll show you a couple more times on how I tame this guy. It's actually a lot easier once you have the skiff, but once you don't have the skiff, not the easiest, obviously. So, just gave him some of that kibble. He will tame up. Come on. Thank you. Okay, so that is how you tame this guy. Shockingly easy. I mean, kind of cool little view here. Here's my skiff, and here is the Astrocetus. And unfortunately, it's like a negative time of day, which is unfortunate, so it's like a little blurry, but you get the point. So, there's an Astrocetus. Now let's go ahead and tame another one. I'm going to try using rare flowers. Haven't tried this yet, but might as well try it for some fun. So you can see the method. You just pull them towards you with that, and then knock them out. Oh, big mistake almost. Almost forgot to load my cannons. So we're going to go ahead and load this bad boy up. Got that one. Got that one. Fire, fire, fire. Everything's ready to go. And you can do this. Let's see if we can find us another Astrocetus. I am not seeing one at this moment in time. Come here. Where are you at, buddy? We have the one. Oh, there's another one. So, we're going to go ahead and drop down. Now, I'm going to try and eat some rare flowers and see how these... Oh, there's two of them. This could be interesting. I'm not really sure how this works, actually. Is that one bleeding? No, it's just pretty colors. Okay, so it's not looking like it affects him for me to eat any rare flowers, or maybe it's just something you can't do in GCM mode. Okay. I don't need to carry all this stuff around, though. Let's see here. Maybe you can't eat when you're in a hazard suit? I'm not really understanding this here. Rare flowers might just not work in space. That's interesting. Oh well, at least we can go back the old method way. So we're just going to go ahead and tame another one the way that I just did it. And it's really easy. So he is coming towards us now. And got to be able to move again. Come here, big guy. Oh, he's moving pretty fast. Let's equalize this. Match his speed a little bit here. Oh my goodness, he is much faster than I thought he would be right there. Okay, and here he comes to attack us. And we're going to go ahead and fire all the main drives here. And I just got stuck in the air. We got one with him. And did that knock him? That did. So it's okay if he actually hits your boat. As long as you tame him, who cares? He is out. He's out like a light bulb here. So that's pretty nice. It seems to be working. You just got to get him nice and close to you. And it's not the easiest thing. Assessing damage. Repairing disabled. That's cool. So it repairs itself. Man, this thing just keeps surprising me with what it's capable of. That's pretty sweet. So that's how you tame the Astrocetus in a really easy fashion. So other than that, hopefully this video helps you out. And teach out.